What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Today, I want to talk to my African Americans, all right? And I want to give you guys a little bit of advice when it comes to going to Africa and having too high of expectations of your welcome, okay? Because there are some African Americans who get disappointed when they first land in Africa and they don't get that big, huge Zamunda, Wakanda, at the airport greeting. I mean, some of them think that the African people in whatever country it is are sitting there waiting for African Americans to get there so they can give them a big ceremonial African welcome, with song and dance and ladies dancing and, they're going the whole shebang, right? And some African Americans are getting disappointed, right? Because they thought, one of them said he thought, because they was gonna recognize me at the airport as an African American. When he said that, my head was like, bro, you just don't get it. All right, listen, African Americans, when you go to Ghana or Nigeria or any of these West African countries or any of the East African countries, do not expect the people of the country to be waiting at the airport for you to give you this welcome back, my brothers from the transatlantic slave trade, welcome your ancestors back, welcome. You're not gonna get that with all the ceremonial garbs at the airport, just waiting. And let me tell you something, if you do get that, enjoy the dance and walk away, because they're about to take all the monies that's in your pockets and they're about to put it in theirs, all right? Because those are touristy traps, I would say. I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing, but those are set up for people who are guided. They're gonna guide you to where you're gonna spend your money, all right? You don't wanna go to Africa and be noticed like that at the airport. The fact that, listen, this is the place, unlike all the other places you black folks fly to, where you get off the airport and you're all of a sudden different and everybody's looking at you because you're this black person and this and that. When you get off, especially West Africa, African Americans, especially West Africa, when you get off the airport, you just look like everybody else. There is no special nothing waiting for you. More than likely, you're landing on a weekday, which is a work day. People gotta work, all right? They ain't got time to be out there trying to welcome you with all the traditional African trappings. Now, if you want that, those things you can get by actually naturally going to the country, exploring places, and people will naturally greet you. They will naturally show you the hospitality that Africans have to offer towards African Americans. They will give you that warmth and that love that you're looking for. It's all there for you. It's not gonna happen at the airport, all right? They're not waiting for you, and they're not gonna notice you. And that should be something that you're looking for. It'll be the first time a lot of you black guys, a lot of African Americans, and besides going to the Caribbean, because we go there all the time, that's like our home. We don't even, African Americans don't even consider going to the Caribbean like going somewhere else. It's like we going down the street to our cousin's house. But when flying to Africa, understand you're going all the way home, okay? Where everybody look like you. You may not believe it because you're African American. You may not know a lot about Africa. You may not know about the phenotypical looks of most Africans. You may have heard the phrase, Africans are the most diverse people on the planet, but never sat back to think, what does that actually mean? If Africans are the most diverse people on the planet, that means we have the most phenotypes on the planet. We have the most phenotypes. There's more differences between us Africans than there are the Asians in Europe, because the Asians in Europe is pretty much one group, all right? Just some got hepatitis, some don't. They're pretty much the same, all right? They come in like 2, 3, 4 different modes. We come in hundreds, all right? Which is displayed by the diversity of the African Americans that's over here, because we come from a place that's diverse. But here's the thing, when you get there, the best thing is they don't notice you. They don't recognize you. You get to be black without having to be black. You get to just be you. It's a place where you will be judged by the content of your character. That thing that you want, I guarantee you, you'll get judged by the content of your character. You get a chance to see, are you a good person? Do people really like you? Especially when you go to a place where people are by default gonna be kind. They're gonna be kind to you. Even your scammers are gonna be kind to you. They're gonna be nice to you when they scamming your ass, right? I mean, they're gonna be nice. And scamming is everywhere. America is the king of scamming. If you go to West Africa as an African American and you get scammed, to be honest, that means you probably get scammed in America a lot. You always get scammed. You just fall for anything. Trust me, it's really hard. To me, like somebody who like their scams, like you can see that shit coming from a mile away. All right, it's very rudimentary compared to America's systemic scammery that we got going on here. But yeah, African Americans, you should enjoy the fact that you can get on a plane, fly to West Africa, get off, nobody know who the hell you are, can tell the difference between you and the next person, and you can move about the country in silence, which is actually very safe. You don't stick out. You don't want to stick out. You want to be able to move about and blend in with the people. That's how professional travelers do. You want to be able to blend in with the people. You don't want to be a superstar, bringing unwanted attention, because you never know who's paying attention to you. And another thing, when you go overseas to any country, even though I'm talking about Africa, when you go overseas to any country, you don't trust anybody. The same way you don't trust anybody here, the same way when you go to another neighborhood in America, you be like, man, shit, I don't trust none of y'all. The same way you go to another state in America, you don't trust nobody, right? It's all you. You got to get to learn the lay of the land, right? You got to get to know a few people, and hopefully those few people are good enough to tell you who the other people who you should stay away from. That's the type of shit you do. It's like when you go to a new school, right? You go to the new school, you don't just jump in there and just, you know, everybody welcome in, everybody friends in the classroom. No, you sit there, you be quiet, you observe, right? The few people that reach out to you, you gauge your personality, do your best to, you know, articulate what people are saying to you and their intentions, right? And then you just listen and you let people tell you who they are, right? And who other people are. That's what you do. So all of my African Americans going to Africa, have realistic expectations. These are countries with people that got shit going on, and they're moving and shaking just like they're moving and shaking here. Any place you go on vacation, the only time you're gonna get catered to by the entire population is if you're on a guided tour. If you're going on a cruise where everybody's there to cater towards you, or if you're going to a resort where everybody's job is to cater to you and make you feel super ultimately special. And the only reason they're doing that is to get the money that you got in your pocket out of your pocket and put it in their pocket, right? So enjoy the fact that you, as an African American or African diaspora in general, can go to West Africa, Nigeria, especially Nigeria. You go to Nigeria, you don't expect nothing at the airport. Matter of fact, just get through the airport. All right. Once you do that, you know, you be all right. You know, just get there and be one with the people. Blend in. It'll be your opportunity to immerse yourself, because as soon as you get off the plane, because of the way you look, you already immersed as far as the people are concerned. They're gonna tell you you're from there. Once they know you're African American, when you start talking, they're gonna say, welcome home, most likely. They're gonna say that you're from there, you're our brothers, you know, I'm glad you're here at home. They're gonna let you know that you are welcome. Guaranteed. You don't gotta wait for the big Zamunda Wakanda party at the airport. You don't have to feel disappointed that the people weren't as welcoming as you envisioned in your head, because you've been watching the year returns, you've been watching the carnivals, you've been watching all the advertisements some countries been using to coerce African Americans and other diasporas to go over there. You got to go over there with a realistic expectation of real life. You understand? Especially if you plan on going there multiple times, if it's a place you want to start business or a place you just want to frequent a lot, you got to get over the honeymoon phase immediately. The honeymoon phase, everything's sweet, nice, and bubbly. Welcome back. No, when you get there, if you're not on vacation, right? Because if you're on vacation, just go, that is your honeymoon. You're just enjoying the place, right? Just enjoying it from that capacity. But if you're going over there and you're looking for more, just quickly get over that honeymoon phase and just start looking at everybody like you look at them in your own state. Start looking at everybody like you look at them in your own city. Don't trust nobody. Trust but verify. Be nice, be polite. Give people an opportunity to show you who they are, right? Deal with the people that you, to the best of your ability, that you feel like you can trust, right? Sometimes you're gonna hit, sometimes you're gonna miss. You're gonna find piece of shit people everywhere. Don't expect not to run into piece of shit people. As a matter of fact, when you go to Africa, remember, you're going to a place where everybody, can you keep this in mind, where everybody, right? Everybody looks like you, right? Their culture is similar to yours, whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not. And people are people at the end of the day. People are people. Women are women, no matter what country you go to. I don't care what aesthetic they wear. I don't care what tribe, what kingdom, what race. Women is women. If you know women, they're going to act like women. They're going to take all the money out your pocket if you allow them to. Doesn't matter what kind of woman it is, that's just what they do. All right, just like we are trying to get in between, you know, their legs, their left and right leg, you know, pretty much no matter what kind of, you know, man We are, right? It's just what it is, right? So I don't want African Americans to have a realistic expectation when going to Africa, and let things happen naturally. Don't force it. Don't force the relationship. It's there. It's there for you. The relationship is there for you. The people are welcoming. Their arms are open. Don't listen to any of the people that say Africans don't like African Americans. It's because they've never been to Africa, and they're self-absorbed, and they're incels, and they're xenophobic, and they're idiots. That's why. Because only an idiot would say something like that in the face of all this overwhelming information that's available to be seen on the internet, right? So them guys shouldn't be given any time of day for anything that come out their mouth to be taken seriously. But African Americans, relax, have real expectations. Africans are there waiting for you, right? Ready to do business with you. They're ready to get in relationships with you. They're ready to party with you, and they're ready to fight with you. Straight up, they're ready to fight on your team, guys, on your team. Ready to fight with you against anything and everything, as long as you come correct and you display the same energy that you would like them to display to you. Anyway, that's all I got to say for now, guys. Afro Think Tank, learn something, teach something. I'm out.